So let's do that. Yeah. She was in and out before I even saw her. I'm level 18. Angry's vouching for her. All right, if you're wondering what we're doing, we're finally at a level 10 quest. I'm level 18 though. I'm going to Professor Fig. Mainline stuff. She wasn't bossy. Zuli was not being bossy.
I was hoping to see you.
You could hear her giggling through the internet.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Oh, fast travel. Hi, Angry LOL. I'm glad she wasn't bossy. That lends to the idea she was only there a couple minutes. She could only be silly, not bossy in that amount of time. What is this on your head? This is what happens when you fall asleep during my streams, Angry. The whole thing falls apart. It's a hat, la 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 la, a jester crown. Yeah, here, let me see what it is. It's officially called the Whimsical Nightcap. I just didn't change the appearance. I've given up on changing the appearance of things. I actually had a full suit of armor on earlier. I'm so sorry.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And the portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
We could have fast traveled right there.
To think it was beneath us all this time.
It's a bomb!
This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
I'm just following the orders of prime time. He spun it, or he ordered it.
We're here to see this.
It wasn't a spin. It changes a little bit. Not much though, but it is a dark blue.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I'm thinking I remember it, but no, it's been too many days.
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I know
McDonald's.
that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't know.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
Like a transformer.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Yes, sir. The map on this game is surprisingly bigger than I thought it was going to be. I agree. I had no idea. Hey, I'm going to meet you at the tower. Bye! I'm going to beat him there. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him, beat him.
It's time you learned, Iglesias, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation.
Don't boss
But
me.
first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you have done that, come and see me.
Could I have just fast traveled out of here? I probably could have. That was stupid. Yeah, I should have used the flu powder or whatever. What was that? That happened last time. Well, last time I was in there, it wouldn't let me fast travel out. I had to literally go through the door. So I was wrong about that. On this one.
I talk about this. Come now, Annabelle.
It's a ghost. Yeah, you can't not Revelio the whole time. See, listen to that. Where was that at?
Revelio.
I don't know where it was. Then you just start obsessing about it. Wait. Oh, it's this door right here.
Off on another adventure, are
Oh,
we?
I don't need to be at those. I could just fast travel whenever I want. I'm so dumb. Good grief. I thought I had to be at one for some reason. Do any of these others have levels requirements? No, 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 no. So we've bumped it up to level 11, so let's do it. Accio. We do know Accio. We gotta go to friggin' Hogsmeade. North of Hogsmeade? Where? It said north of Hogsmeade. Oh, oh! Oh no. Oh goodness. That's hot. Oh wow, look where this place goes. Jackdaw's tomb. Let's just go here. What are these white dots? What do these mean? Not set waypoint, travel. Zoom out might help as well. You're right. Just don't boss me though. Let me struggle my own way. Oh. Am I in a fight right now? I am not. Protego? There's some dudes having a fight. Above me. Can I climb up there? I want to go fight them. Should we go fight those dudes? Oh, I passed these guys before. Oh.
Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Protego.
You're the one who released Accio, aren't you? That's really all mistake, my friend.
Oh, no, no, no.
Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
What is happening? Why are there so many? What have I done?
Confringo. Levioso.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, is hit that one.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Expelliarmus.
I'm going to die. I'm going to freaking die. I'm going to freaking die. I'm going to freaking die.
Incendio.
Who's this dude just chilling?
Levioso. Incendio. Levioso.
We dead? Did I die? What's happening?
Accio.
That person's alive. You release someone who's like, that was your mistake, my friend. Did he cause that? Was that a trap? He's gone. I don't even know what happened, man. I was suddenly in an ambush. I was not ready for that. They were higher level than you two. It freaked me out so bad. Was that the guys I was chasing after? Is that the guys I was gonna fight that were Protegoing nearby? I don't even know what happened to them. Whatever.
Incendio.
Oh, whose owl is that? Why are there owls?
Revelio.
I've been here before. Is that a dude and a wolf? Should we go fight the dude and the wolf? I can... Guess what I could do?
Levioso. Protego.
Too hard.
Expelliarmus.
Expelliarmus, you're freaking trash, dude.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Yeah. Look at me go. Yes, fight everything. Well, I will, but I hate getting distracted because everything I do that it's not main quest is I'm leveling up. Look at centaurs! Dude, look! Did you see him? Hey, 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 hey! Be my friend! Hey!
Revelio.
Don't ignore me! They're just walking around. Like I'm nothing. Oh, will they fight it? They're not even gonna fight that spider.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
They just walk past spiders like, whatever.
Came none too soon. Ugh.
They have no time for the likes of you. I need somebody to play It Takes Two with, LOL. I started that with my daughter, and it was too weird to play. At least with my daughter. Angry said he would be, ain't never shown up. Angry. Angry, you gotta play it with Prime.
Revelio.
What is this?
Could it be?
Oh, it's a Merlin place. Yay! I could play with my wife, but she's not gonna like it. She only wants to play this game because she likes it. Where are the pillars?
Confringo.
Oh, there's one.
Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
That's not what I'm trying to do. There's one over there. How many of them are there? Did I run out of time? Is it really... Is it timed? I think it might be timed. Hope it's just 3.
Confringo.
I did it! This increases my capacity to hold gear, which is really important in this game. What one I like? Maybe I like it. How do I explain the game? Let's see. You need to give me a day and a time. Don't feel bad, Prime. And you don't play with anyone. What? Now. Don't still moderate your viewer peoples. Not now. I need that at least 3 days in advance to plan my schedule around it. Typically any day around this time. I'm usually around. Do you want to stream it or just play it? So anyway, it's a game about husband and wife, and they are turned into like puppet-sized people, and their daughter, I don't remember exactly what the story was, but their daughter loses track of them or something because they're tiny, and then they try to help her. I can't remember. Help the daughter, but they're planning on separating or divorcing, and so I guess they go through some hijinks in this form where eventually they're gonna rekindle their love. I guess is what's gonna happen. I don't know. It's kind of awkward to play with your child. And it might be awkward for Angry in prime time to play it. Yeah, she cries on her toys and they become the dolls. Yeah, something like that. It just... I don't know. We can play it if you want. I mean, I don't know how easy... I can't remember how easy the controls were, and you might get frustrated with them. Look at those are centaurs. They're just like, whatever. You haven't made it very far. We made it through like 3 levels. Oh, they're fighting these? The centaurs are fighting them? You'll fight a dark wizard, but not a spider, huh? Oh, we're too good for spiders. Yeah, I'm bad at the controls and video games. I'd say I'm around the 8th level or something. Yeah, I can't remember. We got at least 3 levels in, I'm guessing. So you're probably ahead of where we got. And you just solve puzzles and stuff. Who's fighting me?
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
I would like for the centaurs to help me. Oh, shoot. I just turned him into a friggin' chicken.
I'm out before I find you.
Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus.
You want to confrango me? I'll confrango you.
Accio.
Confrago that. Huh? That's right. As far as streaming, I don't care either way. I just want to finally get it done. I've had it like 3 years. I think it's on Game Pass is the only reason I was playing it. And it was a co-op game. What the heck, I've typed more than 25 times? Yes, you have. Now settle down. I'm just kidding. Right. Oops, wrong button.
Revelio.
What did I stumble upon? Like a... I can fly? Oh. Why would I want to fly here?
Revelio.
What is making... What is this butterfly symbol? What are all these symbols? They really need to teach me these things.
There they are.
Follow who?
She wasn't making it up.
These butterflies?
Well, we've come this far. Miss
I guess I
Willardsy
just...
might get an answer about
Oh, I
these
stumbled into a
butterflies.
side quest by accident. Why would you not want to broom it up? Well, because this is a brand new area. I don't want to miss anything on the ground.
Revelio.
See, like that. Something just chimed. Why would it chime? Why would you do that to me? Revelio yourself. I lost track of the butterflies. Oh my gosh, are those like zombies? Inferi? Must be struck with fire spells to make them vulnerable to other attacks. Visit the collection. Oh my gosh.
Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
What do you mean? Confrago's a fire spell, you idiot! I just knocked him up to the ground.
Levioso. Confringo.
What is it? Confrago? I don't think I'm saying it right.
Revelio.
Is this not a collectible? Why can't I grab that plant? Isn't Inferi basically the undead in this game? Or in this world? Wasn't that like book 6?
Revelio.
I have not played Mafia. It's chiming right here. Can I get on the roof or something? In fact, I'm not even sure what Mafia is. I've heard of the game, but that's about it. Am I crazy? But is it chiming over here?
Revelio.
Or is it chiming down? Maybe it's chiming down there. No, now it sounds like it's over here. It's the stupid butterflies.
Well, well. Look what we have here.
I played it, but only the OG version. There's baddies alive still. Look at a little mini map. I know it's the Inferi that I knocked down below. Angry loved it. It's pretty cool. I started on stream the other day. I couldn't really get into Days Gone. I don't know what Days Gone is either. Mafia 2 is awesome. Wasn't huge on the first. And the third was alright, I guess. I don't know these games.
Revelio.
So that's what was chiming, was the butterflies? Yeah, here it is. It's the oh, they're clear down there, noob. Oh no, those are wolfies. Maybe he died because I dropped him. Whatever. We're on a mission to do other things here. Stop distracting me. Why can't I collect? Oh, I can. Why couldn't I collect it over here? You really are hopeless, aren't you? You must keep that mandrake leaf in your mouth for 1 month. From full moon to full moon. If you swallow it, you must start again. Or simply will not... Or it simply will not work. You also need to drink the potion during a lightning storm. You must recite the incantation on a daily basis. It's Amato, Animo, Animato, Animagus, in case you've forgotten already. Merlin knows you'll need them. Don't forget cotton for your ears. That's weird.
Revelio.
Do you have to stand at a certain location to collect this? Something's not right there. Days Gone takes some time to get started, like at least 3 to 4 hours. You gotta know these games, man. Sorry. I just didn't really like anything about it. I tried twice. I don't know where the miss is. Days Gone? I don't know what it is. Mafia 1 and 2 are great. 3 is crap. Mafia Definitive is what I've been doing, but I guess I need to go ahead and get 2 as well because I'm enjoying this. I need to check to see if I even have. I don't think I have them. That doesn't sound familiar. And get over here. And I'll burn you, and I'll fly you, and then I'll smack, 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 and then I'll Expelliarmus you.
Expelliarmus.
And you're dead.
Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
And you're dead.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Mafia Definitive is what I've been doing, but I guess I need to go ahead and get 2 as well because I'm enjoying this. I always preferred Mafia over GTA. The PS Pass gave me Mafia for free, so I just tried it. I could check my list. I don't think I have Mafia. I have Mafia 2 from Xbox Gold. But I don't have Mafia unless it's on one of my other platforms. Check for free monthly games if you have the PS Plus or whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't have PlayStation. I play on Xbox primarily. So I have Xbox Game Pass and the games with gold. So at some point I got Mafia 2. But I don't have Mafia 1 as far as I know.
Revelio.
Hey, should we go in there? Should we get distracted? Beware, there's spiders in there. Wait, is that even a door? Can't even get in there. It's probably a mission later on.
Revelio.
Look, noob, it's a paw again.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
If you expel your arm as a dog, it actually hurts them. Hey, I defeated mongrels. Look at me go. Let's see what I got from that. I got an appearance of a dragon hide protector's cloak. I also got lupus protection. Gear trait recipe reward. Gear appearance reward, officer's uniform. You don't even need the first Mafia to play the second one, to be honest. But if it's always best if they're good games, I'd rather play them in order, but if they have no relationship to each other, I guess I could do that. That's worse. That's worse. Worse and worse. Worse and worse. Hey, look at that appearance. You guys like that one? Look at that. It helps understand the story. Does it though? Because I swear you're working with completely different people. You could always play 2, wait for the first one to be free, and then play it LOL. I know, I'm so cheap. Angry, yes, I played both several times. Alright, I'm going to change the appearance on that. I'm looking pretty sexy other than the stupid hat. What do you guys like? How about that? No? I hate all these hats. Every hat that we own is stupid. There we go. Got it. That's exactly what I want to look like. Me too. I got The Last of Us Part 1 for free, and then Part 2 is like 23 bucks. Best 23 bucks I've spent lately. I got both for 20 bucks. They were on serious sale whenever I bought them and started playing them immediately. The first one was 9 and the other one was 11, so I was able to get them for 20. So I did good there.
Revelio.
Hey, buddy.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus.
Got him. I wish this blue crap would just like... Oh, I can't collect it. I've maxed out my blue... Dang it.
Revelio.
I maxed out my blue juice. Look at me just constantly get sidetracked and doing other things. Can't stay focused. Oh, there's a spider fight in here.
This place has seen better days. Revelio.
There's some dark wizards over here. Can I get up there? I don't think I can get up over there. Does anyone know a way to see who watches your streams, like a leaderboard or something? My Streamlabs chat bot tracks people's hours, so I can see who has the most hours.
Accio. Confringo.
So I guess that's kind of what you're talking about.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Potato.
In a bad spot right here.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Revelio.
I gotta use my ancient magic. I'm sitting on ancient magic all over the place. Can I not? Did I grab that and now it glitched? Let's agree to disagree. No. So to see that, they have to type it. Oh yeah, that's just a command I have. If you have a bot, you can make a command like that. But I'm saying inside of my bot, I can actually look at those stats in my bot.
Appropriately named.
Revelio.
I feel like something's over there. Is that a centaur? Anyone heard from Cruel? No. I don't think anyone has. We're all concerned.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Goodbye, mongrel. These guys are level 20. I'm just destroying these guys. Look at me go.
Revelio.
They're higher level than me and I'm just kicking the crap out of them. What is this?
Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
Why? What is this? What do you think that is?
Expelliarmus. Lumos. Reparo. Incendio.
I don't know. Burn the devil. Let's see. I'd be messaging him, but I got nothing. Mafia 2's on G2A. What's G2A? I'm in love with the devil? What is happening? Never mind, that's on Steam. Hopefully he's okay. You couldn't tell from my horns? Prime, there's Mafia 1 through 3 and Mafia 1 through 3 remastered. I mean, you're horrible poison. Oh, someone don't call Noob a horrible person. G2A is a website where people sell games. Oh. Ooh.
Revelio.
I do not know this. What is that whispering sound? We keep hearing it just erratically. And nobody knows what it means. Who's fighting me? What's happening? Oh, dude, it's a friggin' squirrel.
Accio. Levioso. Levioso.
Jerk. The original Mafia series should be really cheap. Stolen keys? It's a whisper? It is a whisper, but what does it mean? Maybe, lol. What did the squirrel do to you? I don't know, it existed. You can't trust a
Castle.
squirrel.
Must have been quite steep. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo.
Why is that spider doing that? Great, now your alerts work again. Nice. Rude. Well, G2A didn't sell them. They just provide a website for those that steal keys to sell them and take a portion of the cash. So that's how they get away with it.
Confringo.
That seems not nice. Since there's a spider or something right in here. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, oh, hiccups. Why am I going around? Seems like a good place to be.
Confringo.
What? What just hit me?
Confringo.
Getting sick of all this webbing. I know spider web's disgusting, man.
Revelio.
Really? Oh, it's unidentified. You guys know what that means? Actually, you probably don't know what that means. 'Cause I don't think anyone was here for that. You guys don't know what that means. I'm sure some are stolen. I tried to sell on there one time and it wanted me to create a commercial account. Have you flown my broom? I have, just in the broom class. Not since.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Confringo.
I got the centaurs on my side, so screw all y'all.
The beasts are safer now.
Me and the centaurs are best friends.
Revelio.
Oh my gosh, look at this. There's so many places I can wander. Hey, what is that pumpkin doing? That was weird.
Revelio.
I had the Horizon game. Came with my PS5. I didn't want the game, so I stuck with it. What does it mean? What? You got the Nimbus 2000 yet? Go down there. Explore. Explore! Stu Paso starts season 2 soon. Oh, Stu Padasso. Stu Padasso. Is that your that your football player or your... I don't know if I can climb back up, noob. I don't want to walk all the way around. Why are these people higher level than me?
These
If
rocks have
I'm
seen better days.
if I'm supposed to be here around level 11, why are these guys level 20? Who are these yahoos? They're just walking around. There's dark wizards about. Did you know that? Huh? Oh, what's that up there? That also isn't also. Was it Asso? Please, Baker, everyone tell him to explore. Please explore. That's what got me into the trouble before, noob. And look, I'm exploring right now.
Trial when I see one.
See, I explored. Look what I found. It's a Marlin trial. Is this the trial? Something different this time? What's the trial? The trial's never been something like that. It's always been these globe things. Where are they?
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio.
What is the... What's the trial? That's the trial? Stand on them? Oh my gosh. Without touching the ground, right? Oh, you suck. You suck so bad. Stupidasso. I can't say it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry. No, you fool! You stupid, stupid child. You stupid, stupid child. Why did I start here then? That means I gotta go all the way back. I can't fail. Dual sport phenom. He's doing football and baseball. My goodness. Who did that? Who did that? You idiot. Idiot. Why can't I not land on that one? Deion Sanders? Is that who that was? Yes, Baker. Just explore and collect all the pages, etc. Don't do any quests until you found all the collectibles. Yeah, that's right, noob. Yes, the child's fault, not his controller. That's true. I'm glad you agree. See, if I jump it, he's gonna jump over. So I try to like stop, and then he goes to the side. Stop! Stop! Oh my gosh! What was that? Tell him his name, Angry, please. Wait, who's angry? Wait, whose name? Sorry, not... Whose name? Baker, it's stupid a-hole. Oh, okay, stupid asso. I got it, I got it. Look how easy this is. I don't know why you guys had such a hard time doing that. It was ridiculous.
Be proud.
I found me a Merlin. Oh man, we gotta go light up this fast travel if we're here. Where's it at?
What are you up to now?
Huh? Oh. I'm taking down some
Sold
poachers.
some baby nipples the other day. Fetched a small fortune. You always
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Protego.
You'll have to fight eventually.
Screw you, nerd.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
I'll have taken your life.
Expelliarmus.
Confringo, go!
There's two more that just showed up.
You haven't got.
You just got lucky.
Holy freaking crap right now. I healed like 25 times.
Marvelous strike!
Expelliarmus. Levioso.
Confringo!
Good luck next time. Reducto. You'll
You
feel that
son of a-
tomorrow. Just if you last that long. Confringo.
What? That name's almost as stupid as the actresses with the name. Don't forget Phil. Our beloved favorite drink. No! No! None of those things. Those are like... What are those? Those are the names that Bart Simpson would call Moe's Tavern to ask for those people.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Barracks for you.
time to get a claw.
Don't hit him!
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
What's this guy doing, do you think? Yeah, whatever happened? I bought that skill. What are you talking about right now? I'm so pissed right now.
I'll watch the light go out of your eye.
Incendio.
That all you got?
We got the wrong effing spell right now.
Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Fearful. Coward.
Confringo. Levioso.
What's he immune to Levioso right now?
Accio. Give it back. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
That's mine!
Confringo.
Why can I not hurt him?
Levioso.
He doesn't Levioso, he doesn't do anything. And he doesn't mean what it
Your
does to
poaching
us
days are
Americans. That's true.
Revelio.
All these children being so naughty right now. We gotta time everyone out. Their silly little jokes. Oh my gosh, what is this? Wait, what was...
This looks intriguing. Accio.
Boom! What are jobber knolls?
Levioso. Revelio.
You guys know what jobber knolls are? remember reading about those in the books. Oh, just drink a random beverage out in the forest. Whatever. Hey, buddy. Like, you can't kill him. As much as you want to kill one, you can't.
Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder?
A small magical blue speckled bird. I guess that's what we saw. But
Revelio.
when did we ever learn about them? Jarbernal never made any noise until the moment before it dies. It would then release a long scream, which consisted of every sound it ever heard backwards. What? It lived in Northern Europe, North America, and fed mainly on small insects. The feathers were used as potion ingredients in truth serums and memory potions. Alright. I want to kill one now so much.
Revelio.
Come on. As it dies, it does the sounds all the sounds it's ever heard backwards, which seems like that would take an awful long time. Awful long time.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Finally. We're at the quest.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You think? Face wear. Oh geez, some of these glasses are absolutely bonkers. I have 3 talent points. I read that you can't get all the talents. There's a level cap at 40, and that means you can't get enough points to unlock every talent.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Quickly now.
Allows you to cast Petrificus Totalis. This will permanently incapacitate a weaker enemy or significantly damage a stronger one. Yeah, that's right. Stealth time. You guys know I love my stealth games.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus.
Well done.
Did they see me? How did they see me? How did that even happen?
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't
Petrificus Totalis.
be on a desk all day.
Can I somehow do both of these?
Who's there?
Too slow. Hey.
Revelio.
Gotta see what this is. Search the tower and the surrounding area.
Directly from Ranrock.
Look for anything to do with
These
names.
orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names?
What you
And
find here
why
could be the key to goblin kind finally taking its rightful place in the world. What the? That was unexpected.
True blood.
Not Reparo!
Seems you're out. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo.
These guys hurt me so bad.
Confringo. Leviosa. Stop it.
He had no hit points left. That was awesome.
I won't rest. Leviosa.
F. How did I switch my
Many
spells?
goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizardry, but this is different.
Revelio.
They were mean.
It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Who are you talking to? Stop cheating. What did I do to cheat? Did I cheat? The stealth? Are you talking about the stealth? My boss told me to.
Known about this place.
Alright, enjoy your pee.
Revelio. Can't imagine the goblins know about the trials. They know that something is significant about this place, though.
Can I search here? Or this isn't progress, is it?
Revelio.
It might be progress. What is that? Why is it whisper?
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked.
Oh, you gonna learn Alahomora yet?
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
Someone's sweeping. Oh, I just knocked over those books. Oh, I feel so bad. Not really. We're just breaking stuff. Ooh, Wiggenweld potion. You know what? Speaking of potions, I really need to learn how to use some of this stuff in combat. I can throw these cabbages to chomp them. I can throw these mandrakes to stun them. All sorts of fun stuff.
That's high quality H2O.
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Oh, man! All the time, gear slots are full. Oh, wow. You guys ready for this one? That's what I'm wearing. I gotta learn what that is. I got a bunch of gear that I need to take to that place in my room of requirement. So I need to destroy something. Dumb, you destroy it and you get nothing for it as far as I can tell. Alright. Enjoy the lurk, Simone.
Revelio. Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
Good luck, child.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Revelio.
Oh. Okay. Just have a little bit of tea. It's delicious. What? What is this? I don't like this. What is it? What is happening? Ah! Oh, there it is. Hey. You see that? Look at me go.
Revelio.
Wall hacks. Wall hacks. At least it wasn't a lever or a ladder. Trial number 1. I've got the highest level gear equipped. What are you talking about?
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
What's that?
Revelio.
Breaking stuff. Trial number 1.
Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
You checked old Sekiro save games today, fought Ishin, Sword Saint just for fun, almost beat him first try. Is that the final boss? I forget the names. Holy cow, I fought that guy for so long. You got all the way through phase 1, 2, and 3 almost? It's the final boss for the good endings. I don't even know what ending I had. I have no clue.
Revelio.
Just needed like 3 hits, but then he got me. Holy cow, dude. Those phases took me so long to understand. Phase 1, we got a handle on. Phase 2 was a challenge, and phase 3 I felt like I was just never good at. That's interesting.
Revelio.
Gonna have some fights in here, aren't I? That's 4 endings, 1 bad, 3 good. Phase 2 is my nightmare. I activate these guys. Oh, they're not. Oh, they're not gonna turn into enemies. I can go for that.
Revelio.
Wig and Weld. That's the healing potion, right? What kind of trial is this? We're not doing anything.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Yeah, it's this. See, look. Wiggity, wiggity weld, wiggity weld. Now do we have a fight? You guys want to fight me? No?
Revelio.
Ooh, look at these. Eggs. Eggs. Oh, man. Those are beautiful. And I just shattered them. Oh, they disappeared.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Kind of.
Expelliarmus.
Okay, why don't I just get absolutely destroyed?
Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego. Incendio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
I don't believe you.
Accio. Incendio.
I'm fine. I don't remember phase 2 and phase 3. I mean, I thought phase 3 was just a wilder form of phase 2. But it's been so long since I played that, dude. Yeah, I barely lived, and I didn't have to use a heal.
Revelio.
Getting a little bit better at fighting. Also, the talents, I
These look
think,
familiar.
are helping.
Accio.
How close am I supposed to get? Am I supposed to go around? I don't see it. That did nothing. Right? Did that activate something? Guess I'm not sure what I just did.
Revelio.
Oh, there's one over there. I see. Let's do it again.
Accio. Was it Accio I used before? Revelio.
Oh. That's it? Wait, I want to get over there. Hey, I want to get over there. How do I Accio myself over there?
Accio.
Oh.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go.
Does it? But I got no Accio. Accio me! Accio me! First two pretty similar, but in 2 he's faster and more aggressive. 3 is also the same, but with lightning. Oh yeah, the lightning. Oh, I remember that lightning now. Why can't I Accio over there? Accio now.
Accio. I presume I'm looking for traces of
Accio
ancient
here.
magic.
Accio up top. Is there an up top Accio? I'm not gonna get that chest. You son of a... What do you mean 2 platforms? Is there another one?
Accio.
I can't pull those out. Those are just attached to the wall.
For traces of
Unless this
ancient
one comes out over there.
magic. But where?
No, that's just a pull. Those are ones just, that you just pull towards, like that one as well. There's no way to get over there. Yeah, no, they're attached to the wall. Oh well. I mean, my gear slots are full, so whatever. Oh, it changed. What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. Wait, if I walk in there, what happens? What happens? So now I can do it. What? I am confusioned. Wiggenweld.
What
Too
did
far
that
away.
burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Just gold.
Accio.
So, which one do I do first? Right here?
More statues.
Oh, we're gonna fight? Okay.
Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
That's called a lemon squeezy right there. Oh! What? I didn't examine from the other I guess this is where I'm supposed to be.
Revelio.
Didn't know I was gonna get locked in here. hope I didn't miss anything.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Revelio.
Revelio. I got nothing to pull. I got no Accio choices. Come on, Mr. Eggionaire. Keep Baker hydrated. He's a billionaire in eggs. Eggionaire. Nice word. I love it.
Revelio.
That's high quality H2O.
I'm poor. I have grape.
I presume I'm looking for traces of
I
ancient
have grapes,
magic.
noms, bull,
But
you lie.
where?
Grapes, noms, bull, you lie. About being poor, I think that's what you mean. Only 72 eggs left, 72,000. I need to raise my prices. Right? You guys know it.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelioso. What? Which one's Reparo?
Reparo.
Or don't Reparo anything? I guess that's cool too. What are these pieces doing here? Is this just something I broke? No, it says 72k. Only raise them for angry. Thanks, Novus. You really love me.
On both sides of the archway. Something must be different.
You're different.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Reparo.
No, stop repairing.
Accio.
Come on, buddy. Over here. You can do it. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Where do I set it? Like right here? No, no. Stop it.
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
I know how to do it. Shut up. I do. Hey, Baker, I got spoiler for you. Ready, Baker? You ready, man? Baker. Hey, Baker. Hey, Baker. Hey, Baker. Yes, noob. Okay, spoiler incoming. I'm ready. I can't wait. You're a wizard. Yeah. I actually didn't realize that at all. I had no comprehension of that. Thank you. How do I get this?
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
So if I walk through this way, it changes, right? Oh, that's right. Sneaky, sneaky.
Accio.
Accio my face. Accio your face. Stop Accio-ing. Stop Accio-ing. Have you guys ever watched Neebs Gaming on YouTube or heard of Battlefield Friends? These riddles are way too easy. Hey, stop being mean, Angry. It's the first riddle, I guess,
I'll
maybe.
never get used to these floors.
It's riddles made for children. I don't know.
Revelio.
Ah!
Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
I don't have what I need for this.
Accio. Confringo. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Hey, at least I got like invincibility frames when I'm doing certain things.
Expelliarmus.
Oh, there's little baby ones now. Skippy, skippy.
Confringo. Leviosa. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Don't throw it at him, you stupid child. Oh, I took his. Oh no.
Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Dang it! Ah, I just had the two little babies. Well, one of the guys from that group died, and he was one of my faves. That's three of my favorite YouTubers that is dead. And now what happened? You had the big C. Cancer? Got two of them in a train? A train? I better stop streaming. Well, I guess it's not on YouTube, so I guess I'm fine.
I'll never get used to these floors. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Please cast your spell.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Leviosa.
Jump, you stupid idiot.
Expelliarmus.
I killed you! What are you talking about? You're dead!
Confringo.
F.
Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Oh, their weapon can one-shot him. What are you talking about?
Expelliarmus.
That's a little one.
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Look how many little ones there are!
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
We're fine. Yeah, the reason why I had beat it about a year back, but it came back. Get brain surgery to get rid of it, but still died a couple months. Oh my gosh, brain cancer.
Revelio.
I hate that noob. Thank you for the GG. There was not enough throwable objects in here. Oh, but we lived. It's fine. I'm guessing I have to interact with that because I won't be able to go anywhere. You wanna go right? You wanna go left? Can I aim it that far? Okay. Oh, there was one right in front of me. Awesome. Hilarious. I don't know about... Okay, okay. I questioned it. I was right to question it. It's kind of crazy how you can feel emotion for people you never even met or really interact with, but they still have had some sort of impact on your life. Yeah.
Expelliarmus. Accio.
Absolutely. Oh, I see what I need to do. There's not like weird things I can find. We're just going over there, right? Another easy puzzle. I'm sorry, Angry. I'm so sorry. Don't blame me.
Revelio.
Oh. One more Wigan. Oh, there's gonna be a fight here. Look, they're stocking me up with heals. It's gonna be a big fight. You're just way too smart. That puzzle? Nah. Nah. What is this room for? Oh, more Wiggenweld. Holy crap, they gave me like 5. So they gave me 5 plus 2. They gave me 7 Wiggenwelds. Oh, this is going to be a big old fight. And there's 5, 6 or so throwables, maybe more.
Don't like the look of this. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
No, don't throw it at him. Don't throw at those guys.
Confringo. Accio. Protego. Expelliarmus.
Alright, you're dead. You're dead.
Levioso.
I really need to counter those more than I do.
Accio. Confringo.
Oh no! You suck, dude.
Expelliarmus.
You're dead. You get over here, I'll just kill you now.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo.
Come on, man.
Levioso.
That ain't gonna work. Now you're dead. Oh, that was a way easy fight. Holy cow, I'm so good at this game. Of course you are, you're teaching calculus. Oh no! Oh no!
Accio.
What is this thing? Ah!
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Oh my gosh, this thing's enormous.
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
I don't know if anything hurts it. What am I supposed to do? That's all I get out of that?
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Confringo.
Mistakes.
Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
Ah, we have to hit that thing.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I'm not sure if it's only Leviosa, but we found out that Leviosa works on that.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Alright, this is an easy fight.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Phase 2 yet?
Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
Oh, I have to use a purple spell. It's the color, I see. Okay, I know now.
Confringo. Accio.
Ah.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Leviosa.
I don't think Levioso and Expelliarmus or Accio does anything. If I get next to him, I can pick up that blue stuff
Expelliarmus.
and actually get my...
Potato.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Confringo.
Get my ancient magic up faster.
Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Confringo.
Oh, I missed it. Dang it! I missed my... Gosh, dang it. I wasn't paying attention. It's right there.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Got him. Easy fight. It's more panic versus skill.
What a relief.
I think everyone will react with cancer, though. No one's huge issue for many, and know how many peeps have known someone who has had it. Cancer's the worst. Dang, that dude's beefy AF and is super dope looking. Chances I get cancer are really high, to be honest. Both of my parents had cancer, and to my grandparents. Oh no, that was a 153 hit combo. Did I lose a combo? Did I really have 153?
Revelio.
That's insane. What was that? Something just like flittered over here. Maybe it was a glitch. My grandparents, my aunt's currently recovering from it, beating a second time. My dad's side, a couple peeps weren't so lucky with it. Oh, you guys are being so sad about it. Hey, look, it's that guy in statue form.
Another pensive.
Oh, come on. You're a pensive. Wasn't even useful. Is there anything else?
Revelio.
Well, my dad's side peeps also have plenty of issues with their hearts, so yeah. Alright, we're watching a memory. Memories, bring back memories, bring back. Same on Angry's dad's side. Why is my headset hurting me right now? Is it the hat? Almost throwing me off. I'm getting some brain pain.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit.
Is this the girl grown up?
Tell us about your travels.
I'm not paying attention to
I
names.
was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening.
Got the same hairdo.
There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
I know it looks like her, and the hair looks the same. I'm just being sure. Just being sure.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Alright, a lot happened here. All your uncles died from cancer or heart disease. Yeah, 3 uncles had heart attack. 1 sadly passed, and my dad and my nan have also had heart attacks. The story in this is butt. Granted, though, they were all fairly heavy drinkers. You know what else is known to be a butt? A donkey. Welcome back, Simone. Welcome back. Welcome in here, Duke of Dogs. It's true, my father worked for years with an ass named Nettie. Nettie. Nettie the donkey. Let's see. Return to the map chamber. Can I fast travel out of here?
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
Cool. No. No. What's no? I can't fast travel? No more being depressing. Time to be happy. I know. Come on, guys. Oh, look. It's Figgy Poo. Hey, Figgy Poo.
What have we here?
Rookwood?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies.
Yes. We haven't gone to class for ages.
Before you go...
Wait. Angry, I'm pretty sure Baker's thirsty. My bottle's empty. Me too. At least Simone understood. I understood, but I was too lazy. Wow, lazy. Can't even move your wrist. And you have more eggs than me. My wrist, I have to do my whole arm and hand from keyboard to mouse still. It's too exhausting, bro. If you can't do that, I've... Okay.
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Yeah, I will. Maybe that's what the whisper crap we keep hearing is. That's a keeper. Look, we just did a major progress in the story. It's freaking autumn now. I guess that's what that meant. The trouble of being a man. I'm a keeper too. I'm a keeper. Thanks, noob. Oh wait, you're talking to Simone. Whoa. Prepare for your search for the final keeper. There's nothing there. What do we get? What do we get? We got worse. Worse. Oh boy, we've got all sorts of things in here. We learned a bunch of enemies here. We should read about them. Well, no, we only added one enemy in all of this. The Guardian, the ultimate test for those seeking the deepest secrets of ancient magic. These sentries can only be defeated through the same magic that powers them. As they summon ancient magic into a powerful orb attack, the orb can be exploded to neutralize and repurpose the magic for your own benefit. Yeah, we learned that. That's it? I'm not going to mess with anything else in there. I'm a keeper to the waifu, Bakey. Don't be a silly head. You don't even got a redeem button?
I should ask...
Oh.
About a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
And I'm thirsty and got no power. During my stream, nobody's there to remind me to keep hydrated. Okay, you don't got the redeem. Add the demand then. At least Baker has eggs. In my stream, it's free. But Baker, serious question, why eggs for their redemptions? I don't know. I really don't know. Because we made bacon as one currency, so I made eggs the other currency. Have I read all these? What am I doing this for?
Revelio.
Did we get any quests? We got a bunch of quests. Do you want to go to Beast's class? Because I'm still over leveled. Should we keep focusing on this before I go back to... Oh my gosh, look at all those side quests. We're going to Beast class. But first we need to sell our gear and identify the unknown gear. And I forget where the freaking room of requirement is. That's great. Does anybody know? Oh, it's right there. Great. Perfect. Why not bubbles or grenades? Bubbles. Be right back, toilet break. Keep focusing on the collectibles.
Revelio.
All the collectibles. We can make... Nope. We can make a focus potion. I can make a Maxima potion. I can also plant stuff. Wait, why is more Dittany growing? What? That was weird. So you guys, I think most of you missed the room of requirement. This is my own personal place. I can like customize it, and this is where I can identify gear, plant things, potions things, blah blah blah. And then you just click on that to identify gear. That was kind of boring. Focusing on like the map pieces or the pages. Let's see. Beasts is clear out here. Oh, there's a quest right there. There's quests everywhere. There's side quests all over this game. Ugh. Oh, I need to sell stuff first. Where's the closest shop? We can go to Hogsmeade, but there's...
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Oh, wow. Got some fancy white gloves. They're so fancy. Well, that's my hat now. I have no choice in this. Wait. Scorching 1, increased damage with Incendio? What did this one say? Oh, also Incendio. Increased damage of all damage spells. That's a lot better. But it's 10 points under. Someone's pooping, I bet. Well, good to know. When did I get... This is the unknown gear that I identified. Decreased damage taken from goblins. Nice. Look at this stuff I'm getting. Garbage. It's all garbage. Trait slot level. What are these traits? No trait applied. I don't know. I guess they're just built into the gear. You gotta answer her when she gets back, though. You can, because I already said my answer. You just repeat it. Just say it, noob. Where's the closest shop? Move.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Revelio.
What are we looking for today?
Not a broom. We're looking to sell. I feel bad about that one because it's got that slot in it. I wasn't listening to you. I was busy looking up mods for Total War. Thanks. Thanks for ignoring me. I could spend the rest of the stream and more just wandering around Hogsmeade. There's so much crap around here.
Revelio.
You hear that? There's a chime. Where was it?
I did see you.
It's a page somewhere. Oh, for all I know, it's inside a building.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Oh, I can finish this quest.
What happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded.
She's the
for your
crazy one, noob.
efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Yay, we completed a quest. Amazing. Oh yeah, the chime is, I think, an upstairs that's locked. That's why I keep hearing that. Alright.
Revelio.
Fast travel back. We're gonna go to Beast's class.
Welcome, everyone.
Puff
I see
Skeins.
you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures
that a
should
dodo
be
bird?
taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems
Frickin'
many
dodo,
of you
what
are
the
out
F?
of practice. Let's take
When did
some
they go
time
to
review
extinct?
the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
What the F?
Yes, Professor.
Is that? It's a puffskein.
Here. You
Look
can
at it.
practice
It's
on
adorable.
Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Look, it's Gerald. Gerald the puffskein.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his
It's
experience.
mental. The beast petting brush is used to nurture magical beasts. Tap right and then assign the beast petting brush to your spell set. What? Why would I have to do this?
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry.
Beast
Would you
feed.
mind giving him some beast feed?
This is generic beast food. Eat those pellets.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald?
Beast feed?
Pudding, I like to think.
It's literally a head. I
think
want
we
one.
can safely say that Gerald
You can't
likes
just use your hand to do that. No, no, we're
That's good
magicians.
news.
We're
He
wizards.
seems very nice.
Who does anything
He
manually?
is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Best part of petting animals, though, is you get to fill their floof. You don't breastfeed. What? Where did that come from? Beast feed.
Couple of these
Beast.
ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
You're trying to pull its whiskers out.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
That's obviously a feline. It's not a rodent. Did he call it a rodent?
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
You think this little fence would keep them in?
The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
I'm a good egg.
As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now,
I didn't finish feeding the
where
Neasels.
is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
No. I'm making these Neasels love me. Love me, Neasel! Love me!
Where are the lions? I would like to see a huge Gryffindor.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Psst, psst, over here.
What is going on? You want me to feed the other one? It takes too long. They're so needy. There, you happy, noob? Green, green, I guess if I do it more, it probably like levels up or something. Oh, not the baby one. I don't care about the baby. How long does it take you to eat? I guess if I just do a... Yeah, I don't have to sit there and watch one. Yeah, there we go. Is there anything in here? Strap the kid to a chair and put him in a room with 10 mandrakes for 24 hours. It's a baby one. I know. Look at it. It's freaking awesome. They eat faster than the other animals. They're so hungry. Can't get in there. We did the birds. We did the cats. We did the fluffs. That's all I see right now. Look at that. The brush is bigger than him.
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that...
She loves me now.
Someone I'd like you to meet
We're dating.
in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Now we know what those paw prints are out in the world,
I
noob.
wouldn't take just
We
any
can
animal.
make the animals happy
In
out there.
fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
Hi, Gerald.
As I said.
And some more
you think
dinner?
alike. Pleasant surprise.
I just want to see if it changes from green to a different color. It did not. I can't even cast Revelio right now. What the frick's up with that?
Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
I've been here before. Those respawned. I thought the environment didn't respawn. Revelio!
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
Where are you taking Poppy? Around the back?
Stand back.
Oh, jeez. She's taking me wherever it's going. Oh, man! Look at it. Look at that majestic beast. Look at it go.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent?
Oh, look at that. My wife's
on,
not watching
introduce
this. She's
yourself
going to
now.
want to see it.
But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Did you see the little fluffs? And the kitty cat, she did not see the kitties.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Beast feed. It loves me. Look at its love. Look at the love on its head. Takes someone to see the kitty cats. You're welcome.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something.
I've murdered a few.
I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
The mask is just my best gear for face wear. It gives me the highest stats, so I just put it on. I don't bother to change its appearance. Oh my gosh, they might be gone, noob. Everything's gone. Class is over. Oh no, they're gone. I'm sorry, they're gone. Don't blame me. Please don't blame me. Don't blame me for that. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Level 14. Guess we're doing that next. If I could get to the proper levels. What the frick? I have never been over here? What's the closest place? No. Dang it. Are they in the intel place? Let's see.
Nice
Yeah, you could
to
find
see
them in
my
the
young
video.
friend.
Revelio.
Or I'm sure we'll see kitties again at some point. It's not like you're never gonna see them again. Oh, we're going this way. Oh, I've never been here. New place. New time to look for pages. What? Nothing's happening. Oh, there's Roman numerals. Oh. Oh. Why doesn't this one spin? What? That means 4. That means 2. It is on 2. And this one doesn't spin. Why do I still have beast? No, no, no. No, no. The beast crap.
Really mastered that one, haven't you?
The beast nonsense takes spells.
Incendio.
Ah, now it spins. I don't know. Oh, I had to burn the stupid thing. Oh, I burned it. Alright, you're on a 2. You were on a 4 for a second. Are there more? Oh, there are more. Just not saying. Don't start saying it while we walk around town. Lol, imagine. I mean, I wasn't going to, but now you mention it. Oh, good. Lol, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
If you ask any Hufflepuff,
Incendio.
I don't remember the code. Triangle was 3. Oh wait, which triangle? 2 okay, triangle 1, triangle 3. That's triangle 1. This is triangle 3. I did it! Nothing happened. Oh! Where are we going?
Revelio.
Hey, it's a wand handle. Check it out. It's stuff I can put in my room of requirement. That's a big chest. Unidentified legendary item, it looks like. Cool. Oh my gosh. Guys always have to be filthy about everything.
why would Helga?
Revelio.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ooh, is that something? No, it's not blue.
Revelio.
How come there's no pages out here? The other part of the castle was stupid with pages all the time. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh.
Levioso.
That one doesn't say anything?
Revelio.
Revelio. Where are we going? Someone is screaming at somebody else right now.
You hate your mother that much?
Okay. Look at that hat.
How long do you think Black will be headmaster? I have family around.
Oh, I saw it. There was a page right here. The Hogwarts coat of arms includes a lion, snake, eagle, badger, representing each of the 4 houses, along with the school motto Draco Dormiens Nunquam Tilandus, which means never tickle a sleepy dragon. You guys know that one, right? Oh, there's a flying key nearby. Keep an eye out for a flying key, everybody.
Revelio. Levioso.
Oh gosh.
Revelio.
I found it. I found it. Where's the page? First try. Did you see that?
Revelio.
Side quest activated.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
What was an interesting class?
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you.
We haven't been to class for days.
Precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Oh, it was potions class from days ago.
No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Was this finishing a quest? Or what? Angry, did you fall asleep?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a
You're a
gift,
frickin'
truly.
Weasley.
So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Of course. You never know when you might need a quick means of escape from the castle.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should know that it's not exactly quick. It's the secret bit that's helpful. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor.
My wife knows
Just
this.
Tap it with your wand
this
and
path.
Say, Descendium.
The one-eyed witch passage. She was telling me about it.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Angie, wakey, wakey, it's time for school.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's is more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed. Trust me.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. Revelio. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find.
Is it?
It's always right when Pixie wants to have some fun. Nice and warm.
Lumos.
Do you know where that is?
Look at me!
Was that where we were? No, it wasn't here. I thought it might have been right there. Peeves is an a-hole. Peeves apparently is a poltergeist. I thought he was just a ghost.
Revelio.
Oh, I found it. The Hogwarts architect shown here, surrounded by the four house mascots, designed and oversaw the construction of Hogwarts Castle alongside founder Rowena Ravenclaw, who's credited with creating its ever-changing floor plan. Oh, it's right there. These large ornate hourglasses contain rubies, diamonds, sapphires, emeralds, are enchanted to keep count of house points for Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin, respectively.
Oh.
They're all the same. No one's winning. Can you kill Peeves again? Well, he's a ghost. I mean, he's a poltergeist. He's not even a ghost. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of these puzzles that I still don't understand, you guys. Where's the other? Where's the other? Where would the other? What? Where's the key? I heard the key.
This looks like the right statue.
It's the One-Eyed Witch!
Now, what was the...
Hidden behind the statue of One-Eyed Witch is a secret passageway from Hogwarts to the cellar of Honeydukes. It can be accessed using a particular charm. I guess we're doing a side quest because I'm right here.
Descendium.
I don't even know Descendium. That shouldn't allow me to do that.
Goodness. Who knew this was all down here?
Gareth Weasley knew. Remember, he told you about it?
Revelio. A lift. Must be
frick.
how I get down. Looks broken.
Levioso. Reparo.
I was just making sure I didn't need a required spell before I could do this.
I need to fix the lift before I can use it.
Yeah,
That seems to have done the trick.
I just did.
Revelio.
Actually, I should also mark this as my quest. Oh, it is marked. Okay. What a silly spell, Reparo. You can repair anything that's broken. Come on.
Revelio.
I don't really walk around. Tan riding attire.
This castle will never cease to surprise me.
Noob casts the spell of Reparo on your broken heart. Well done, Noob.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Levioso.
Oh, that's where we want to go, but not yet.
Revelio. Confringo.
Wait, did that literally... Okay.
Revelio.
Easy peasy.
Going to have to get past this.
Levioso. Revelio.
There's supposed to be dive spots in some water, but I don't think there's gonna be a dive spot in here. It seems too shallow. I don't see anything that looks like a dive spot. Alright, what time is it? I got a little under an hour. Oi! Wait. Is there like a place under there that I could go? Nah. Noob. You both reparoed each other.
Reparo. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo.
I like burning spider webs. I don't like the sound it's making.
Revelio. One more to go and I'll make it across. Levioso. Reparo. Levioso.
Alright.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Sure is. Does that need to be reparoed?
Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Aha. Got it.
Best thing about it is neither of us broke either of our hearts. You did good, kids. You did good.
Revelio.
It's some more disappointing puzzles. Angry doesn't have to witness these sad puzzles. They were gonna make him so sad. I feel like I should have been here a long time ago, though, because of the spells we're using and
This must be the way out.
the puzzle difficulty.
I need to find a way to open that gate. Confringo.
How about like that? Would that work? However, is there anything to do in this water? And there is. I'm so bad about changing my attire. I pick up so much gear. Look. You prefer that, guys? We've seen that before. There's only so many pieces of gear. That one we don't know. Oh, man, I need to unlock that. And the outfit. Worse, unidentified. How is there more gear? Oh, it's a wand handle. Ooh, that one's not bad. Is it better than that? What do you guys prefer? This spikied one or this one, white and gold? Faximundos. Secret Solver's bathing costume. That's an appearance reward. Nothing else over here. Can we swim under that, do you think? No. How do we get out of the water? How do we get out of the water? Oh no. Can I dive? Oh, it's right here. I just about panicked. Just about panicked.
Revelio. Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
We're almost to Honeydukes. We got all the way over to friggin' Hogsmeade. That didn't seem like we went far enough.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate.
I'm robbing this place.
Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Revelio.
Right there.
I have the dried billywig stings. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out.
Hey, I just robbed you. How do you guys feel about it? Does anyone care? I just straight up robbed Honeydukes. Where's the way out of this dump?
Revelio.
That's high quality H2O.
That wasn't a horribly long side quest, I guess. Unintentional, though. Oh, he's right here.
Hello
Whoops.
again. Were you able to get to Honeydukes?
Hello, Gareth. I have those dried billywig things.
You got them! Incredible.
All yours for a fee. Then they always say, I hope you're joking. And then I say, yes, I am. So I'm just going to skip
Happy
that.
to help. Here you go.
This is brilliant! Can't wait to get started. Thank you again. I'll let you know when I've brewed my first batch of fizzing whizbeer.
Nice.
Revelio.
Alright, what quest were we currently doing that we got sidetracked on? It was... Oh yeah, we were right in front of him too when we got... we got in there. Another locked item. Oh, friggin' house elves. Oh, that's what happens. They're house elves. I want to find that key, though. We heard a flittering key. Where you at, key? Hear you.
Revelio.
Where's that key? Where are you? I hear you. Where? Oh, you're clear up there. Highly obnoxious. That is not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go down. Where's the key? Where's the key?
Revelio.
I don't know where you are. This is the worst one ever. How am I supposed to follow that key? I don't even know where it is. I go up to it and then it goes, blah, blah, blah.
Revelio.
Okay, you're right there. Jeez. Where are you at? Where's it at? Oh, it got here. Nice. First try, baby. That's right.
Revelio.
Now it's nighttime, so that guy's not here, so I have to sleep on the floor. And there he is.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when
We were drunk last time.
I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
We've seen those before. We're gonna stand here for the whole day until it's nighttime. Ah! Don't like that.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes.
I don't want to deal with the day-night cycle.
Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart.
He's the caretaker.
Or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes. Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired.
Revelio.
Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest
Jackanapes?
fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the
Look at the way he walks.
scoundrels
What's
responsible.
NRG?
It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Energy.
Why me?
Gotcha.
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
The faculty tower. I'm not sure I should be going in there.
Oh, you needn't worry. You'll be perfectly fine if you simply mind you're not seen. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is
I don't know Alohomora.
However will you get in?
Alohomora. Alohomora. Alohomora.
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Hey, we now can unlock doors, bro. You're only 3 years older. Shut your face. We're old babies. We're all old babies. We don't understand text speech. That's true. I'm an old baby. Nice. Wait, where's the spell I just learned? Oh, it's essential. What does that mean, essential? Oh, you don't have to slot it in. Use L and R to move the sparks. And rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. What? I don't understand the rules here. What are the rules? I don't get it. What am I doing? Oh, I can move this thing? Why? What? I guess.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Oh, I gotta do it all again. Great. You're feeling the vibrations in the sticks is all it is. You're just, this controller's vibrating when it's right. That's all it is. Dear Mirabelle, my dear Dot has been asking after you. Perhaps I can convince her to stop in for a butterbeer or two if you were to join us. It's been far too long. When you do manage to come by, I wonder if you'd be able to part with a few of your plants. The more fragrant ones, ever since the troll attack, customers have been complaining about the smell of, believe it or not, old socks. Nothing I've tried seems to cover the stench. Hoping to see you soon, with or without the plants.
Revelio.
I'm just gonna rob the faculty, man. I don't even care. Is that a... I need to find a winged key again.
Revelio.
Professor Fig, I'm in receipt of your most recent owl. Apologies in the delay in my response. I'm still receiving a good deal of correspondence regarding the introduction of the not-so-recent stooging penalty in Quidditch, which, in my humble opinion, has brought the game into the modern age. Astonishing, frankly, how many spectators want nothing less than seeing Quidditch keepers flattened entirely. As to the topic of your recent letter, we at the Ministry assure you that any and all potential threats to wizard kind are taken quite seriously. I've made note of your concerns, and inasmuch as time allows, the Department of Magical Law Enforcement will ensure that the matter is looked into, schedule permitting. We value the opinions of esteemed wizards such as yourself, and you may rest assured that we have matters well in hand should you wish. I can have my secretary secure seats for yourself and a guest in this year's Quidditch final. I think you would be delighted to see the results of well-run and efficient government. Ferris Spaven, Minister for Magic.
Revelio.
Alright. Ah, level 3, or sorry, level 2. That's bullcrap. This game's bullcrap right now. Casting Revelio reveals authority figures and enemy locations. Yeah, I know how to play the game. What do you think's happening?
Revelio.
Hogwarts house elves do an exceptional job of keeping the castle in order. They are seldom unprepared for any number of items that they might encounter each day. However, only the other day, an unexpected stash of wizarding crackers went off from behind a cushion. The cacophony was most untoward, engulfing one poor elf in blue smoke and giving those of us nearby an abominable ringing in our ears for the rest of the day. I expect that the culprit was Peeves. Please keep an eye out and be careful. Matilda Weasley, Deputy Headmistress. Yes, yes, yes. It's just some dead space over there. Weird. I know where you're going. Why would you go up? You're a liar. You don't go up, you go down. Let's slap some keys. Look at that ghost floating around. First try. I think ghosts can see me. We learned that ghosts can see through this charm.
Revelio.
Level 2.
Aloha Mora.
And then you hold it for a while and then it unlocks. Kind of a dumb mini game.
Revelio.
Nothing particularly challenging about it. You'd be overjoyed to know that the local children have taken to playing gobstones in the street just outside of your study window. They're quite charming, I must say. I noticed the youngest was without her own set of gobstones, so I lent her one of yours. I knew you wouldn't mind. I do hope things are going well at the castle. I'm relieved that you arrived safely. Dreadful story about the gentleman from the ministry. Was he really traveling with Eleazar, and a student? Simply dreadful. Do right when you have a moment. I'm most eager to hear stories this year. Summoner Court participants, your students so adore you, my dear, with love, M. Oh, it's M.
Revelio.
How come there's... Is that a pot of gold? Look at that rainbow. That's cool. Look at it. Look at it. I'm gonna vandalize this place.
Revelio.
See, I can't go over there. They can still see you for some reason when you're sneaking.
How are your students?
Why is that one
Poorly,
blue?
I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely...
Revelio.
Oh dear.
Reparo.
Oh, not Reparo.
Leviosa.
That's a prefect, I think. That ain't no faculty. Is that another key door? Like, can I murder this kid? That'd be funny, right? How am I supposed to get by this kid?
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Murder's no joke. Are you sure?
Ranrock's loyalists are preparing for a rebellion.
Revelio.
Ranrock and his
What are the prefects all doing there?
if the ministry would allow them to have wands.
Hello, Hamora.
Red rum, red rum.
Revelio.
Prefect's bathroom features a swimming pool-sized bathtub that can be filled with enchanted soap and colorful bubbles, as well as a beautiful painted mural depicting a mermaid. Oh, F. Wait, are you patrolling? Why are you patrolling?
Revelio.
So we got one of two. This is turning out to be more obnoxious than I'd want it to be. Can you ever come in here without having to...
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented Bluetooth.
Revelio.
Revelio. It's right there. Revelio it. The majestic unicorn fountain gives an air of serenity and calm to the hospital wing at Hogwarts. Hogwarts.
I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Level 2.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Where was I supposed to hide?
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Don't make me start over from the beginning. That'd be atrocious. Please have a checkpoint. Are you effing kidding me right now?
I have a few questions about the demiguise statues.
Who?
How do I remove the
They each hold a moon that can only be extracted.
Why can't you get...
As I mentioned, I have an intent. Whoever planted the statues everywhere.
Do you know who is behind the dem...
No, but no one.
I have nothing more to...
Come and see me one.
What an effing joke right now.
Revelio.
I have to do this whole place again. That's such bull freaking crap. That's so easy to get caught. I was stealing things. Okay. Apparently all the stuff I stole was collected. I'm guessing. Or maybe I lost it all. I probably actually... I can't... Oh my gosh. I think I lost it all.
Revelio.
That's open though. What in the holy freaking crap is happening?
Revelio.
I wonder if it kept the second one, or the first one, so I only have to redo the second one. Okay, I think that might be true. And these people are gone. Level 3 lock. Sorry for the auto mod there. That's okay. You can say that. What kind of a-hole wants to be a prefect? I know. They're uptight, aren't they? At least that's what we learn.
Revelio.
In the books, generally. Oh, there's one right there, buddies. Statue of a lost-looking wizard known as Boris the Bewildered has perplexed students for ages. Is he coming or going? Is he at the beginning of a journey or the end? Perhaps we shall never know. Is that guy gonna patrol? With ghosts, you could like do crap like that, and then they'd go check it out. Or
Revelio.
I guess you're gonna go upstairs. Okay. Question is that you responding? F6. Oh, there's the key that I want down that hall. Yeah, there he comes down the hall or down the stairs. Why is he standing right there? Why do you go up the stairs for that?
Brilliant.
First try again. Watch him go up the stairs. Oh no, he didn't. Amazing. I could have just fast traveled to here, right?
I've always said travel post Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to get a few galleons.
You saw nothing? Alright, we gotta do a quick potty break. Back, we gotta finish this quest. We gotta finish it.
Revelio.
How do I get them? There's 3 of them in there. How? How do you get past 3?
All of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
I'll have to read that later.
I suppose I should pay closer attention.
Nurse Noreen. Patient name redacted. Patient was injured during Quidditch match, though, in my professional opinion, A, redacted. Hardly counts as an injury. In fact, if anyone was injured, it was me, as I do not believe I've ever rolled my eyes quite so hard in my life. It's a wonder I can even see to write this note. Rather unbelievably, or indeed despicably, the headmaster now wants to cancel Quidditch, all because of pure blood. Redacted. Went and redacted before the snitch was even in sight. When I pressed the headmaster slightly, I was told redacted. Staggering. Okay. Do we just fast travel out of here?
Revelio.
Or do we search while we're up here? Oh, yo, yo, yo. Oh, I'm supposed to use that as a distraction? Good to know now. Lock. I don't think I can get down there.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Nope. Did I just hit the banister? Nope. You got tricked looking somewhere else. I wonder if this was like a backdoor path I could have taken. Oh, I think that's the way around that kid. I probably shouldn't be looking around here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Revelio.
You give me a quest, I gotta stick to it. Fine. Be like that. Oh, criminy.
Revelio.
Oh, I saw Revelio. Wait, this isn't the way I came in. Many assume this to be the shell of a fire crab, native to Fiji. However, those in the know swear it's a bejeweled tortoise shell created by a mad wizard near Versailles. When his chateau was overrun by nifflers, the dazzling shell was carried off to be discovered years later by a Hogwarts professor on holiday in the Ardennes. This isn't the way I came in. So what on earth is happening here?
Revelio.
Oh my effing crap. They discover you so fast. Try again. Oh my gosh. Try what again? I collected 2. I'm done. Oh, it started me back here. Hilarious.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Don't come up. See, we came up here and suddenly it's like a whole different place. This is not where I came up from, but I did come up from this side. I'm so confused.
Revelio.
Maybe it is the way I came up. Just different people here. Fine. Okay, that was the way. You're welcome.
Hello, Mr.
Moon.
Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Oh, this is how you level up your Alohomora.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the
Revelio.
one. Keep at it so we can solve this.
Alright, it's just about quitting time here. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are properly spoken, he once said S instead of F, and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. Poor guy.
Revelio.
Have I just connected to places I've already been? I feel like we've been here. Well, no. This portrait guards the Gryffindor common room, requiring a password from any who wish to enter. She and her friend Violet are known to wander among the other portraits, periodically helping themselves to vats of wine therein. Oh, it's the Gryffindor door. Gryffindor door? That's why my wife found that other portrait that I hadn't seen, but she had. I see. I see. She had a whole different common room. A whole different common room than me. She's a friggin' Gryffindor.
Come, students. Listen to the...
Don't know what to do with that.
Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Would.
Incendio. Reparo. Lumos.
It's like all my spells.
Revelio.
Okay, let's get a setup for the next time. Let's find my next quest. I guess I have to get to Pulso before I can do this one, so we got to do this side quest. Alright, let's go to the map. Why? What? I just marked that quest. Acquire and use a focus potion. Acquire Maxima and Eter's potions and use them simultaneously. Oh, I don't go anywhere. Focus. I can do this right now. What's a focus potion? I don't have a Maxima potion. I need to make my own Maxima potion. I need to make a focus. I gotta make everything. We gotta go brew some potions. I just made a Maxima. I also need a focus. Cool. my spells. Which one's the conjuration? What's this one? Don't care about it. Don't care about it. Can I make better potion stations? I haven't unlocked these, have I? Frick. I've gotta go to Hogsmeade to buy some better stations. Alright, that's where we'll save it. Ta-da!